What's up, everybody? This is Josh coming to you from Gingerflix, and today I'm here to talk to you about Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. Now, this is a pretty dang sick movie. I don't know how else to describe it. It's an animated movie from Warner Brothers, which also, as you know, Warner Brothers does the animated movies for DC and things like that. And this is kind of supposed to get you hyped for the upcoming live action movie, which may be a retelling of this one. Not sure, waiting to find out about that. So basically, this movie is sort of a retelling of the first tournament. So if you were a fan of the original Mortal Kombat video game from the early 90s, then you will love this movie. Personally, I was a big fan. Some crazy action scenes. The movie itself is centered around the story of Scorpion. As we all know, or if you are aware, being a fan of the movie or the early video games, Liu Kang is kind of the central hero, being the protector of Earth, that kind of thing. But this was sort of centered around Scorpion and his story in comparison with Sub-Zero, in terms of his family being assassinated and things like that. And boy, do they show that. The action is crazy. This is one of the most violent animated movies I've ever seen. So if you are a fan of that, you will enjoy this. If you're a fan of Scorpion, you will enjoy this. I believe a lot of the characters get their justice. Again, it's mainly the original 7 characters. You know, there's you have Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade. Those are the 3 heroes, but then the tale sort of is loosely being told from Scorpion. But then you have Raiden as well. You have Shang Tsung as the main villain, with Shao Kahn looming overhead kind of thing. And of course, there's Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is my favorite character from the games. He is not really in it very much at all for this movie, and the way they kind of set it up, he's the only character I felt like they didn't do justice to, although there's a great demonstration of his powers when obviously spoilers, him and Scorpion have this showdown, and it's great, but it's really fast, and I was kind of disappointed in that. I guess going through some of the characters, Johnny Cage was by far probably my favorite voice actor, and he's actually done by Joel McHale, who you may know from Community. As well, he had parts of Santa Clarita Diet. He's been in other movies and things like that. He's a well-known comedian, and I think he does radio shows. He was awesome. He was a great choice for Johnny Cage, and I'd love to see where they go. Again, going a little into spoiler territory, the one thing I didn't like is that mainly Johnny Cage doesn't really even know what's going on. He thinks he's kind of in the movie, or in a movie that his agent told him about, but he doesn't realize that it's an actual tournament, that things are going down, until he's finally thrust into a fight. And even his first fight, which is with Baraka, he wins only because he kind of runs away. And so I wasn't really a fan of that. But when he finally starts fighting, it's awesome. Him and Sonya kind of team up, and it's great. Liu Kang, again, he's kind of the central, not the central, sorry, but he's obviously like Earth's hero. He's meant to protect everybody, beat everyone kind of thing. Raiden chooses him kind of thing like that. And Raiden's great in the movie. He's, again, really cool demonstration of his powers, but not as much. He's kind of more reserved. Obviously, I'm hoping they do a sequel to this, because it'd be great to see what he does. Liu Kang uses his powers too. You know how in the original 95 movie where you had Robin Shou play him, he only did one little thing with his powers, like very quick, just at the very end, just knocking Shang Tsung. This time he kind of uses it a little more with his fists are on fire, he shoots some blasts. Really cool. You also have characters like Jax in it, and you have Goro, of course, is in it. He's kind of Man, he does some damage. It's cool. But again, the one thing for me is I wanted to see Goro and Johnny Cage fight, which you saw in the 95 movie, famously Lyndon Ashby doing that boom punch to the crotch. And then, he fights Goro on the cliff kind of thing. That doesn't happen. Goro ends up fighting Liu Kang. And it's a nasty, nasty fight. I don't want to give too much away. Sonya Blade, she was great. The voice actress is Jennifer Carpenter, who you might know her from Dexter. She played Deborah, and she was she was also in movies like Quarantine and I think it's the Exorcism of Emily Rose, if I'm not mistaken. That might have been one of her earliest things. Again, she's also really good in the movie, does it justice. She's, again, some really solid voice acting. And Scorpion's Tail from the beginning when his family gets killed off to him fighting Sub-Zero. It's pretty solid. And then he has a little more going on when he figures other things out. I don't want to spoil kind of that part of the movie for you, but it's really solid. It's a great movie. It is a rated R movie. There's like some swearing. There's some nasty action, like talking about the fatalities and stuff. There's a lot. So if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, I suggest watching this movie, and let us know what you think of the movie, and if you would like us doing some of these quick reviews as well. If you want to see more of that, we're happy to do that, and hope you're all staying safe and being healthy and with your loved ones. And until the next one, I'm Josh, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.